What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a great day. In the last install video, you would have saw that we finally relocated the battery to the trunk. We did a very nice and clean install, got all the power wires situated, cut the interior for the ground. We got our power bridging wires from the starter to the alternator. All I have to do now on my own time is to do some nice grounds and then make a power wire or a bridge wire for the fuse box. And in this video, I would like to finalize the entire oiling system. About 3 weeks ago, I installed the ATP oil catch can from the R32 build and made myself some nice 10AN steel braided PTFE lines. Came out very nice. Big shout out to Radium for the swivel fittings. And also 3 weeks ago, I went ahead and installed our improved racing remote oil filter block to the frame of the car. Came out very nice, very sturdy. What I went ahead and did with the bracket was made pilot holes, drilled them big enough to fit a M8 riv nut, and utilized the hardware that came with the improved racing filter block. And now it's pretty good. In this video, we're going to make AN lines that connect from the block to the engine block, and then from the remote block to the oil cooler. So to access this, I need to take off my front bumper, crash support, and the intercooler to access our coil rad oil cooler. So that's going to be fun. And luckily for me, all of my AN fittings finally came in from Deechworks. And nothing out of the ordinary from Deechworks, only the best for the Skyline build and all of my builds, honestly. So here we just have 4 10AN 45 degree fittings, and then I got some more goodies for the fueling, and then we got some more 10AN lines. And then also my Chase Bay's coolant reservoir came in. Already mocked this up. I do need to extend this bracket like 3 more inches for it to fit where I want it to fit. So I gotta go take that bracket locally to my friend who welds. But after this, the cooling part of the build will be completed. All right, jumping right into it. Already got the 10AN 45 degree angle fittings installed. Now we just need to measure that small gap for the line. So let's go ahead and make the smallest AN line. All right, 10AN line made. Let's see if it fits. All right, just got done making the outlet line. Had to trim it ever so slightly to get to fit, but I left it long enough so when there's load or torque on the motor and it pulls to the left or right, it won't bind anything. But everything is looking good so far. Got them mocked up. Even when they're tightened, the holes still align with the bracket to the remote oil filter. But before I go ahead and solidify all the mounting, I'm going to take the lines out one more time, give them a good rinse, hit it with some compressed air to ensure all of the debris is out of the line, because we don't want nothing when we do the first start. All right, just got done disassembling the front end. Once again, was a lot easier with the HT clamps from Vibrant. And again, checking out Devin's work, absolutely amazing. So again, the plan is for this outflow line there, we're going to route a nice AN line through this hole I hole sawed about 4 years ago to the top fitting here, and then oil will flow back down to this bottom fitting, which I will either route cleanly through the hole or maybe just back underneath the car. It shouldn't obstruct anything, and the Skyline really isn't that low, but I do want to make the shortest lines possible. All right, not too sure how well you all can see, but I got the 45 degree angle fitting solidified. Ran through the side like so. Now I'm going to connect the line like so. But my question to myself is, am I gonna experience any oil pulling at the bottom here? But we will be running some pretty high oil pressure on this setup, so flow should be pretty consistent all the way through. And then of course flow up top down to the bottom of the oil cooler. I'm gonna reach out to my engine builder before I solidify this. And then what I decided to do here on the bottom was utilize a 45 degree angle fitting too, so I can just pop underneath without crimping the line. And then again, that'll disconnect to the top of that fitting right there. All right, and for the third and final time at this angle, just got done solidifying the outline to the inline for the oil cooler. Bada bing, bada boom, goes up into here to the straight 10AN fitting. Engine builder reached back out to me. He said this will not be an issue. Oil should not pool at the bottom of this line since oil does flow pretty consistently. I was confident in that. I just wanted to double check because the last thing I want is oiling issues, of course, on my fully built RB25 Neo. I did also make the line with plenty of slack so it doesn't obstruct anything. And I am going to rubber isolate this whole edge here just in case under torque or cornering the line doesn't rub consistently. So next up is to build the bottom line. I'm just going to go ahead and route that underneath the car. Shortest route should be easy to this straight 10N fitting. Just got done with the return line from the cooler to the oil block filter. Came out great. Again, we used the 10AN 45-degree fitting. Put a rubber isolator on the bottom of the frame here to protect the paint and to ensure that we don't split this line on accident. Also left plenty of slack too under load and torque. Doesn't obstruct the lower rat hose either, which is nice. So far so good. All right, front end fully assembled. Oil cooler looking good. The inline doesn't obstruct anything, clears the crash bar and the intercooler and the headlight perfectly. Really stoked about that. Coming inside the bay, the plate looks amazing as well, and again, plenty of slack in every line under load and torque, so nothing will, I guess, have too much tension. Really happy with how the oiler rat hose, you can see it, doesn't obstruct the line either. I planned that accordingly. And then the next video, I'll finalize the cooling system. Just need to wait on a new bracket and do some hose trimmings. And then again, the ATP oil catch can is actually one of my personal favorites that we've done so far. All right, everybody, and on that note, that is all I have for you in this video. Not too sure how long it is, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, as always, if you have any questions regarding the install on this specific chassis, be sure to reach out to me. I will answer all of your questions. So in the next video, we will finalize the fuel system from the tank all the way down to the fuel rail and back. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the rest of my fuel lines and fittings have showed up, which I'm incredibly stoked for. I'm going to take my time with the fuel line install, of course, get everything exactly how I envisioned it. We're gonna make this thing look super professional and I cannot wait. And after that, it's just buttoning up some things in the bay here and there, and then overall waiting on the wiring harness from Wiring Specialties, which hopefully doesn't take too much longer. I haven't got a confirmation that they started it yet, just that they received it. So cross my fingers, we get this thing in October so we can get the Skyline running, tuned, and just enjoy this car. It's been way too long since it's been down. But again, guys, thank you so very much for the continued love and support. And if you're new to the channel too and want to hit the subscribe button, that'd be awesome. And remember, aim high, drive low. I'll catch you next video. Take care.